Hello, everyone. Author DL Tillery here, the Mistress of Horror. Welcome back to my live streams. It is Tuesday and it is 6 p.m. Eastern Direct Time. So, of course, I'm here for Mr. Streams. I will be working on some admin stuff tonight that I need to make sure I get caught up on for my position as the social media manager for Charm City Filmmakers. So, I have some digital stuff to work on tonight. So I'll be working on that. If I finish that stuff between my first two sprints, then I will move on to editing, self-editing Trapped Within, because that's what stage that is in. I did get Obsessed formatted by the formatter Aphrodite Lee. So that is where those things lie. If you have not been on my channel today, I did put up Wolf Romance book review, claimed by the Alpha, so you get to hear my thoughts on that. I am currently reading all werewolf, or wolf, should say, shifter based stuff for the Howl and Haunts reading challenge for this month. So everything I'll be reading this month is all that. I have finished this one. I think it was yesterday. I already started another one. I don't remember which one of those that I started. I pulled up, but I haven't started it yet because I kind of was in order for the prompts. But the last book, then Playing by the Alpha, actually covered two of my prompts, so I actually can not worry about reading the book that I picked for that prompt unless I have time to, of course. So we shall see about that. I think the one I was going to read after this one, there's two. It was kind of a tie between the two because technically one, two, three. Wolf Gone Wild was for prompt three, and so prompt four would be the next one, which is this one here. So this one's The Carpenter's Secret by Noah Harris. So this is more romance based, romance. So I was going to read this one next, but I wasn't sure if I was going to read this one because I also was interested in this one here. And I think I remember which prompt this one was for. The Werewolf of Grayson Abbey. So I kind of was thinking about reading this one, but I think I probably will just stay in order so I can keep track of stuff. So we'll see. But either way, one of these are getting started tonight before bed. I need to read two of something this week. I have to read two to keep on track for timing because we're getting close to the end of the month. I already finished the film that I was going to watch, which was Werewolf. I watched that again. Werewolves. I may get another werewolf film in there. Maybe I'll watch Ginger Snaps or something like that for the challenge. And then I still have to do the craft, which I was going to wait till the end, but I can do it at any time. So we'll see. Anyway, if you haven't seen my video for today, I would really appreciate a like on that and a quick view of some of it at least. It usually I just go over, like, I don't spoil anything, so if you haven't read it, you don't have to worry about that. But I usually talk about the premise of the story and my thoughts on the story and the characters. So if you're into book reviews, then go check it out. And hi, Jocelyn. Happy to see you made it. We're going to jump right into the first sprint, which is a 30-minute sprint. So let me get the timer up here. We're going to start with the red moon over the lake for the first timer for tonight. So let's go ahead and get started. Let me know what you're working on in the comment section, and I'll check that out when I get back. Or if you're just hanging and chilling, it's also cool. All right, see you in 30 minutes. Happy writing. And that's time. Look at me too into work. Oh, let's see here. Let me know how you did if you were working on anything. A few people pop in. I was off screen, so I came back a little late on that. Hey, lady. Hey, Carrie. How you doing? And Jocelyn said, can't seem to get my head in the game this evening. Well, sometimes we just takes a little bit, or just not the night, you know what I mean? Just take your time, no rush, no stress on that. Go at your own pace, If you can't get your head in the game for whatever you're working on, maybe pull up a different document or something like that. That sometimes helps. But maybe it's just not the night. But take a break and then revisit it in a little bit and see if your head feels better towards the game, so to speak. Oh my goodness. I got one part of the work done. I still have a second part to do. I had a little bit of a hiccup. I was like, wait, what was the issue? I don't know what the issue was. I'm gonna have to look at that. I think when I copy and pasted, something didn't work. That's very odd indeed. I'm gonna try it again. I don't know what happened, but I'm not sure. Not sure why it did what it did. Back. Oh, see, why is that switched around? That's the problem. Something happened. Their table. Cancel that. I have no idea. Very weird. I'll have to go back and check if my table was off. Anyway, let's see. Jocelyn said, yeah, one night I'll do really well and get in the words, and then you do fine. Even if you know a little bit of words, and it's another step in the right direction, is all I could say, or. So, it's not. You gotta just take it easy on yourself. Don't beat yourself up. Like, if you can't get the words out you want, there's always tomorrow. Whichever day tomorrow turns out to be. Because it doesn't mean it's directly tomorrow, like for real. But yeah, don't overstress it. I have to remember to tell myself that too. I'm so behind in stuff that I want to write that it's like, that's just how it is sometimes. I just tell myself I'll get better at this because I really want to, put out a lot more of my work this year coming in. Because last year was a bust because of reasons that I couldn't control. So going to just refocus and start, and you only can take it one day at a time. Things don't always work out the way you want, but if you just keep consistent, you'll get there where you need to be. So definitely just take a breath. Don't beat yourself up about it. All right, let me see which timer we're gonna go with. I'll probably do one of the werewolf timers that I have. Let's see here. This one to do. Let's do this one. Let's do this one. Full screen it. Add that to the thing. Where am I? Move that. Add to the box. Switch the banner. Oh, All right, so let's go ahead and jump on the look at this. Like, I'm gonna start counting anyway. Like, who told you to? Thank you. Stop. Thanks. I'm gonna go ahead and jump in on the next sprint. So we have 30 minutes to see what work we can get done in that window, and we'll have a small chat when we come back. And see you in 30 minutes. Happy writing. And that's time. I put a little break. And that's the one I meant to put. There you go. Let me know how you did in the chat. I did finish the second part of my admin work. Let's see here. Jocelyn. She also said reading back through the scene, and there are some juicy bits that I definitely need to flush out. Yeah, I told you, put. He said not flush out. Believe me, as a writer, I just read right through that. He just read right through that. Sure, don't tell. Oh my goodness. So yeah, it's just, sometimes actually doing that, actually reading back through what you wrote, if you can't feel you could go forward. I usually let my computer read it to me after I read it, just so I can hear it from another point than my own. That usually helps too. I can also hear any issues and how I have it laid out. So definitely reading back through definitely helps for sure. Okay, let's see. I'll probably, since I finished that work, I'm probably going to go ahead and pull up to edit some of track within. I actually got a notice from someone asking me if I wanted to submit to one of those goth magazines that I read. I was like, yeah, sure. I probably have. I always have poetry I'm writing, so I could submit poetry or some story or something. I don't really have anything that's not public. Well, I do have stuff that's not published, written, but I don't have any of it edited professionally, and I don't like putting my stuff out unless it had one of my editors touch it. So I'm probably just going to go with poetry, and maybe I'll do one of the ones that is more like my story based poetry telling. I'm thinking about that. I think that maybe that would be good. But I'm gonna see what I have available anyway. Hey, Kara, I see. Kara, I let word read out loud. Yeah, me too. Even in the monotone robot voice, right? It's still good. It helps pick out wonky sentences or miswords. Totally, definitely does. Yeah, even in its robot sense, they have a few options. Like I have mine set on one of the feminine voices, and I think is it the one that has a slight accent. That one seemed not too bad, not as robotic. So I have mine set on that one. It's still good, even with like you said, the robotic voice. It still helps to hear it rather than hear yourself read it or read it in your head. So yeah, it definitely helps. You definitely can catch stuff. And like every book you put out, um, when you're putting stuff out and you think you got everything, even stuff that's like professionally edited and everything, you think you got everything, right? But I just yesterday, because I was KDP has it where you can publish the digital voice, so audiobooks, but they have digital. But they did theirs where a person pretty much they trained the thing from a person, so at least people got paid for this for the voice for audio for the digital audio. So I did Lydraga, which is one of my short horrors that I released. That's actually only available in print now, ebook and audiobook too through Amazon. And I was going to do my short story Fractals, and then I was checking it just because on there, you check it, and then you have the digital voice read because you get to pick which voice. They don't have a lot of options. Well, I shouldn't say that. They have all American accent and they have some British and Australian accent. They don't have um, anywhere else currently. And so I was going through picking a voice for that one as well as I was going to do that one too. And when it was reading back, so I was just going to listen to the whole thing, of course, to see how it pronounced some of the wording and things. And it was a typo. I'm like, of course, the word is not spelled wrong. It's just the wrong word. So a letter change. And I'm like, oh, that's been in there the whole time. You know what I mean? So I'm like, okay, well, now that I've heard it again this time, I could go back and edit that and fix it. But I'm like, that's crazy that, if you do hear it from, any type of reading back to you, then you could usually catch something. Otherwise, not because you can hear it, even if the computer doesn't catch it or your editor doesn't catch it, because that's been professionally edited. So that would be like us having a conversation because the word was correct. The sentence isn't not really incorrect, even with that word, but I know that it's incorrect. You know what I mean? I know what I was saying there. So yeah, that's definitely listening back definitely helps. No lie. 100% sure. Oh, that's actually part of my process too when I'm doing editing. So I don't know how I even missed that. I really don't. It really makes me curious. Like that's part of my process when I'm doing self editing. I have it read back to me quite a few times. So I don't know how I missed that. So fractals did come out like I don't know 5 6 years ago. I think it was 5 years ago or something like that. So I'm much better than I was then. So I don't know. My ears just wasn't as good as they are now catching stuff. All right, let's go ahead and jump in on the last sprint of the night. So let me get the timer going. I think it already kind of loaded one I was going to go with. Anyway, one of the other werewolf timers, the witch and the werewolf timer. And I'm working on a romance, a paranormal romance of a witch and werewolf. And it's actually a werewolf. It's not a wolf shifter. This is actually a werewolf. So I'm looking forward to writing that one. It's been outlined, but I do have to start working on it. Next year, I'm going to release quite a few things are going to be coming out. So looking forward to that. Let me remove this and add the timer back. There we go. All right, everyone. Let's get on to our last sprint of the night. And I wish you luck with your work and happy writing. See you in 30. And that's time, everyone. Let me know how you did in chat. I have a message from SD. Thank you, SD. I appreciate the like. Diaki, tell Aphrodite that we need her contract signed. Yes, I did tell her. I did let her know. And yes, congratulations are in order, as Jocelyn said to Aphrodite here. So SD, I don't think you're listening anymore, but if you do come back by this, Aphrodite said she did message you on Discord and she did not receive the email, so I guess it probably need to be resent, I would imagine. Probably got eaten by them internet gremlins, you know how they like to sneak around and do all the mischief things. You're welcome. But yeah, so I did edit a little bit of Trapped Within, doing some self edits on that. That still needs a little bit more work before I say, okay, well, it's self edited enough, and now I can have it here ready for my editor to get. I have so many stories to work on, and I was looking at because Aphrodite just formatted Obsessed for me, which Obsessed is published in Caliostro's paperback and hardback. It is not in the ebook version, so you only would have read Obsessed if you purchased the paperback or hardback of Caliostro. Now, Obsessed, I'm kind of just, I don't know right now. I may just publish it in January. But I wanted to possibly use it as a newsletter magnet because I pulled Winterwolf and Lydraga from my newsletter magnet, and I've published Lydraga solo because it was only available in printed Caliostro or ebook Caliostro. So it's now solo, ebook, and audiobook on Amazon only. And I was thinking about, I think I'm going to possibly release Winterwolf in December because it's already published paperback wise in Caliostro. Now I have the paperback of Winterwolf, which is an Arbella. I had published it through Barnes and Noble Press to get the paperbacks for the Kickstarter. So it was published to the Kickstarter people only in physical form, and it's only available if you get the paperback or hardback of Caliostro as a bonus tale in the back of the book. So that being said, if you haven't read it, which everyone seems to love the novella with Winterwolf, which is Duncan Winterwolf from Caliostro's story, then you're in for a treat because I'm going to release that on my birthday because I usually like to release something on my birthday every year because I released Caliostro last year. And since Caliostro Book 2 isn't going to be ready for release this year because I had got sick and it's behind and getting it edited and then get it to my editor and things like that because of funding, all those things. But Winterwolf, nothing's holding that back because it's already ready to go. It's been professionally edited. It's, has a paperback of it. It's been formatted paperback and it's been formatted ebook. So only thing I have to do is just upload it to Amazon. So I'm really trying to decide whether I should do draft to digital again, but I kind of feel that I've published Caliostro through draft to digital and it doesn't seem to have done anything different besides hold me back on some sales. And I say that only in the grace of far as my own lessons and things, not anyone else that this would apply to, but I don't have big money or money behind me for marketing. And I feel that with draft to digital, even though it does give you a broader publishing option, far as being in more places online, it doesn't change the dynamic of visibility unless you have some kind of marketing. At least with Amazon's KDP, I can get more visibility if I directly publish through them because you have the option of KDP's Kindle Unlimited And if it's like the first book in the series, then at least, people read that one, then you get paid by page. Even though it's not a lot of money, you really can't really be getting into this for money. You will one day make money, possibly, but that's not the reason to get into it. But I feel that I'm going to probably just publish it when KDP paperback and the ebook for it. So that's probably what I'm going to do. And I'll probably have to get my formatter, Aphrodite, to do me a format. I'll see how she's formatted it before, but I'm not sure if the same format will work for KDP. It should, I believe, but the paperback probably not, because Barnes and Noble Press and Amazon's KDP may be a little bit different for us, like their thing. So I'd have to upload it in there to see how it looks first, and then see, Aphrodite, I'm gonna need help with that one again. So yeah, it's something I'm gonna work on. I'll probably announce it in my newsletter this month, which is not this Monday, but the 24th. My newsletter comes out, so I'm going to and mention it there, and work on getting it ready for my birthday. Give myself a nice little birthday present. So that's the plan. Let's see. Aphrodite said, "I'm so happy. I just thought I wasn't chosen." Right? That's so cool that you made it in. I was making candles today. Pouring all that wax. I have an event on the 22nd, and I have to make over 100 candles. Ooh, that's a lot. Different scents and colors. That's cool. Good luck. I have all of them. I got the big bundle from the Kickstarter. You did, and you do have them all. Winter will inspired me to write a song about us. I mean him. Yeah, you meant the first part. It should be the same. I have formatted for other cross-platform, and I don't think anything different with the formatting. Yeah, that works for me. And less work for you. So that's what I'm going to do. I'll feed it in there to see. I haven't even fed it in there yet, because usually once I feed it in, I can check that. But yeah, that's what I have to do next. Now that Obsessed has been formatted. Because I feel that if I release my stuff, the more books I have out there, that old 120 books to 50K. I wish I could make 50K a year on my book. That'd be cool. But yeah, so I am going to continue to release. Next year is a big release year for me, because Caliostro Book 2 is definitely going to come out next year. Trapped Within will be releasing. Beyond the Veil horror anthology. It's about 7, I think, short horror stories that's in the Caliostro world. That's going to release. And then I have my new pen. 2 new pens, my romance pen and my erotica pen names, that will be publishing stuff next year. The first step into that is the Lore Divine anthology that I've been talking about. It's an erotica based anthology, and there's, I think, 6 stories in that one, and I'm in there. So with my 2 new pens, which I have mentioned the names, I'm about to redo my website again, because I'm adding my other pens to that. So there is no secret. I don't have a secret, like a secret author pen name, but I'm the type of author that I want to have different pen names for the genres. And especially because I don't want to cross genre confuse my readers. So under DL Tillery, you have my horror and you have my dark fantasy stuff. And then I have my 2 pens, one for romance predominantly, and that's paranormal romance, CEO romance, contemporary, whatever. And then my erotica pen, which is going to be mostly my erotica stories. Now, when I get introduced to the public in the anthology Lore Divine, both of the stories in there are erotica, but one of the pens is going to be going forward mostly all just romance, but some of my romance has sex on the page in most cases. Sometimes I may not, because if you read my dark fantasy novella with Winterwolf, there's sex in it, but it's off the page. But I do have a version of that is sex on the page, so which is the version that Aphrodite probably wants to read. Yes, and 0 to 50K is happening. I am on mission, right? I feel. Right. Kara said, I have a book that's just an ebook because I couldn't afford ISBNs. Totally feel you on that. in February, 2 years to the day, I want to launch the paperback. It's second volume of a journal style memoir. Nice. Yeah, I decided to publish with KDP and Barnes and Noble Press because they give you an ISBN even for your print stuff. And I didn't have my own ISBNs because the pack costs so much. But they will produce you and give you ISBN for your paperbacks, but you got to do the exclusive. You can't use that ISBN across your other publications, but you can publish with other people, but you have to have ISBN for each one of those through them. So if I publish through Barnes and Noble Press, they're going to give me one for that version. But then if I publish through KDP, they would give me one, and I can't use the same one from over there. So yeah. And Aphrodite said, the book we spoke of earlier is by the Cozy Creative. Check out her channel when you get a chance. Oh, okay. Cool. I'll check her out. Oh, I put it right back on the page. My imagination is amazing. And oh yeah, Kara, share your the link to your ebook so everybody here can see it. If we can get it, please share away. I didn't wrench you. Let me give you a wrench. Hold on a second. See, I think I might have to do it on. Hold on a second. I think I have to do it directly in YouTube from my phone. Hold on a second. Because it doesn't work in StreamYard. Very StreamYard of them. Let me see. So you can put the link here. I'll wrench you. Give me a second. All right, let's see here. I think you've been wrenched, I believe, but let me double check. Let's see. I gotta see which kind of moderator, because there's two different ones. I gotta see which one to make you. 1 second. Maybe both moderators can add links. There you go. Cool. All right. I double checked, so it might have took you out and added you back, but the link is there. Thank you. So we can get it. You shall stay wrenched. Actually, I need to wrench Jocelyn, because Jocelyn's always here too, and I need to give her a wrench. Where are you at, Jocelyn? There you are. Oh, this cover is so cute. This cover is so cute. Oh my goodness. Both of these covers are cute. Miss Adventures of Mom author. I love it. Let me follow you too on there. Oh my goodness. Yeah, we born the same year. Same year. 84. Watch out. All right, let me see here. Definitely gotta get volume 1. You know what I mean? And let me wrench you too, Jocelyn. Hold on a second. Because you're here all the time. You need to have a wrench too. So that way you can share links if you want to. Yeah. Okay, I got you. Now you also have been wrenched. Yeah, let me get that. It's so cute though. That cover is really super cute though. You're not lying. It can be hard. No lie there. Yeah, let me get the first volume. I'll check it out. Make sure I leave you a review once I read it. I'm always about leaving them reviews. Authors be begging for those, you know what I mean? Yeah, I know, right? I just forgot. I forget the wrench people that be showing up all the time. If they show up on my streams, I think they should get a wrench. You know what I mean? They should get a wrench. I appreciate it. Yes, I do. Oh my goodness. Where's my phone vibrating? So we had to read that book so I could see all it's all about and then get the second one. All right, y'all. I'm gonna get out of here. Today was a busy day. I had this wash day for my daughter's hair. And my girl has a lot of hair like mom. So a lot more than mom actually at this point. And it takes a while. It was like 2:15 when we started. And we finished about 5 o'clock. She was like, "Oh my god, can we?" I'm like, "Girl, you already know how this is when wash day come, okay?" Like, and it take a while, and that's just we do pre poo, which is pre shampooing. Then we that sits for about 15-30 minutes. Usually I'm usually setting up the other stuff for her hair then, and then we have the wash, the shampooing. Then we have the conditioning, and then that sits for a little bit. Then we have the rinse out. After the rinse out, then we have the leave-in massage. Then we have the the divide. Then we have to divide it because curly hair. Listen, curly hair not playing. Don't like being all on top of each other, but sometimes I do it so I can re-section it. So then I resection it because I keep her hair in protective style, meaning I just keep it in separated in individual braids. So it's usually I keep her hair. She has so much, so I have it in 1, 2, 4 in the back and 2 in the front. So she has 6 braids in her hair at all times. So usually it's done with like a ponytail holder, and then I braid it down. And so it takes time because after we do the leave-in massage, then we sit and we blow dry. So then that's the only type of heat she usually gets on her hair. So then we blow dry, when we blow dry our hair just blow dry straight. So then once her hair is blow dried, then and then then we have a coconut oil conditioner that's used when it's blow dried, and then I put it sectionalized, and I use African's Pride, which is a hair product line. Oh my god, it smells so good. Oh my goodness, it smells so good. It really does. And I got this conditioner that's in the lineup is crazy. It's like chocolate. Was it chocolate and shea butter or something? It smells so freaking good. I'm like, I'm about to go have to wash my hair. My hair day wash is the weekend coming because I would never do our hair washing on the same weekend. No way. So like, what's that? 3 hours? 3:15, 4:15, almost 3 hours. So like 2 hours and 45 minutes to do all of it. She was like, "I'm so done." Yeah. So yeah, she's probably almost asleep now, I'm sure, because of all that today. Oh, really? That's all. Did you ever have an allergic reaction to it? My daughter's saying it's the first time we used it because we usually use Cantoon is the brand that we usually use because their leave-in conditioners are really good. That one, but we were washing with a different brand that I like to use. I use Mixed Girl as well. Um, yeah, I do love their smells are really good from African Pride, but that's the first time I've ever used them. So I got the whole line, like the pre-poo, the conditioner, the leave-in, and the shampoo. Oh no, that's sad. Yeah, you never know what shampoos are going to do that to you. You kind of have to try different stuff, and then yeah. But her seemed to react quite well to it, and her curls loved it. And her curls loved it. So yeah, and her hair is like all the way down to her butt. So it's a lot to do. It takes forever. It takes forever to do it all because there's so much of it, and it's thick. It's so much hair on her head. But that's how my family are. We all got this crazy amounts of hair. So anyway, wash day is over. I did get a little bit of work done. I did my CCF work because I had to do my shorts videos for that. So I got both done for like the next 60 days for videos. So I'm glad I got that done. I'm really happy. I use this Korean product that I can't pronounce. It's quite a few of those. Now all my skincare is all from Korea. All my skincare is Korean. It is the Unno brand. I have like all their stuff. Their skincare stuff is awesome. So I have to check that and see about I haven't used any of the hair care stuff yet. Anyway, y'all, let me get out of here so I'm running my mouth for a minute. And I will see you on Tuesday if you are around, okay? And yeah, I'll be working in between got a work day tomorrow, so better go get some sleep. And I'll talk to you soon. Happy writing. Congratulations to Aphrodite again on being accepted into the anthology. And I'll see you Tuesday. Good night. And of course, as always, stay scared.